What's going out there, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Crash Culture Podcast Show. I'm your host, Space Coast Joe, a.k.a. Bam Bambino, otherwise known as just Joe. But today we got a special segment. It is episode 9, Freaky Friday segment of the Crash Culture Podcast Show. And today we welcome my special guest, Shawn Longway. What's going on, Shawn?
Not much, man. Appreciate you having me on your segment today.
Okay. When people think of Freaky Friday, a lot of things come to mind. All this thing just means is we're gonna be talking about the opposite sex, and sometimes it can get freaky when you're talking about the opposite sex. So, that's why we titled it that. But no homo. Because somebody was supposed to have a female come on here today, and what happened with her again, Longway?
Man, she was pump faking. Long story short.
God damn, don't all these bitches be pump faking from time to time, but it is what it is.
That's why we gonna get into this and let them know what it is, man.
Yeah, man. She should have came on here to make her stake for her gender, you know what I'm saying? Make her case for her gender,
I most definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about a very basic topic, but I know a lot of guys out there who don't got the source want to know. They want to know what are some ways that you go about pulling a female. But I know I got the right person to talk about it. See, Shawn, niggas named Shawn are always niggas that get like a million bitches and got all the game. You know what I mean? And I know this nigga, every time I used to call him, you feel me, this motherfucker he don't answer the phone and then he call back later like, yeah, I was in some pussy, what's going on? So I know this is a certified Shawn right here. But yeah, Shawn, how would you what's in your playbook, man? Let the guys know, the young whippersnappers out there know.
They want to know the juice. Man, the juice is made to be sold, not to be told. But since it's your show and you asking for somebody that's been there and done that, I'll elaborate a little bit. First off, I got 3 categories. And most guys got about like 3 categories. Some might have a 4th one, depending on who the guy is.
What are the 3 categories?
My 3 categories is very basic and simple. You got your buzz down, your thigh, or that one you just need to get your rocks off. Mm-hmm. Then the next one, is a potential of could be a long term or something that you really want to go after. Mm-hmm. And then the next one is like my questionable chick. Like, I'm not sure, like, I see potential in her, but I'm not sure if she see what I see or what I want. So therefore, I gotta figure that one out.
Okay, that's why Chris Brown made the song Undecided. But anyway,
exactly.
How do you tell these 3 apart? How do you tell the difference between those 3?
Well, basically, with a thought, I'm off the dome, just gonna be raw and gutter with her. Let her know we fucking or not.
But how would you know she's a thought? How would you know she's a thought?
Man, you already know the images of these girls and how they persona is. You see the big hoops of earrings in their ear. They got the flashy little lipstick or the gloss on their lips. And then, they wearing little to no clothes and they just flying they shit to let you know, hey, I'm out here in the world trying to give it up. And if you just happen to say hello or what's up to me, this could be yours too.
Oh, okay. All right. So appearance is how you know when they are thought. Okay.
That in their conversation, they don't have much of a conversation. It's very near-minded.
Yeah, very limited conversation from them. All right. That's how you can tell a thought. All right. Next one. Well, how can you tell when they're a woman that has potential to be a long-term or a short-term girl in your life? Mostly a long-term, though. How do you tell that when they of that mold, cut of that cloth?
Usually, they carry themselves a lot more upscale and dignified. Like, they ain't gonna be wearing where they titties all hanging out and you can see they ass and all that. Not only that, they go about the world trying to become either a lawyer, a doctor, or something better than just, I'm looking for a paycheck every time that I see a man walk past me, or a meal ticket.
All right. Girl who wants something in life.
Right.
And what about the undecided ones? The ones that could have the potential to grow and be that wifey, or the ones that could just wind up being a thought. What about them?
Them are always the question ones where you gotta really kind of ask some questions, or you gotta do some detective work. Like with them, cause it's hard to say, cause you coming off and they give the appearance of maybe there's something there, but they also give you a little side of them, like, they could be easy targets.
Okay.
So it's hard to say. Like, I mean, they put you in that, like, fucked up zone or mindset, like, damn, I can't tell off her looks, and she give me very little conversation to kind of, like, detect her conversation, her intellectual level. So I gotta come in with a different mindset to swing her process to let me know what it's gonna be with her.
Okay. And how would you go about politicking with these three different types of individuals? How would you employ your sauce game or your sauce tactics?
Basically, man, simple. I'm gonna start with the thought, cause she a bird and she just looking for some dick. So let it be known, we fucking or not. Or she looking for, be that meal ticket. And if you that meal ticket for her, she gonna go no matter what.
You gotta pay.
Shout out to all those,
Yeah. You gotta pay to play, And you ain't giving up nothing if she ain't fucking. All right, I got you on that thought. That's a very simple and basic one.
Right.
It's almost like buying groceries. All right, you got the money. All right, they got the food.
Basically.
All right, moving on. What about that possible wifey one? That's the important one. Now, we're going to say that one for last. What about the undecided one?
Undecided one, I kind of like to hit them with a joke or something to get them laugh or get them into a neutral zone where the playing field is even for us both.
Okay,
so them the one.
You like to loosen them up.
Yeah. Right. Cause them the ones, they a little uptight, they ain't gonna give you much. So, you gotta come with a strategy to kind of soften them up.
All right. And what about the potential wifey or potential short-term girlfriend, the one that you possibly could see it going somewhere? How do you approach them? Because this is the most vital one. This is the most important one.
This one, I'm going to be bluntly honest with her. I can't help but to notice you in this atmosphere where we standing. I would need a moment of your time to get to know you better.
Okay. So you coming with the Rico Suave with us?
Yes, sir. Now, I gave you my little playlist of how I run it down. What's yours, my guy? Player, from the Himalayas.
All right. Well, when it comes to me, we two different individuals, man. My name
very well indeed.
Generic. My name is very generic. I'm a Joe. I come at you. I'm unpredictable. You feel me? You don't know if you're getting Kung Fu Joe or you're getting Beautiful Joe. You feel me? But it's gonna be some amazing shit. So, when I'm dealing with the three different types of females, I believe that it is 4 different types of females, though. I don't just subscribe. And possibly more. They got all these species of animals out here in the animal kingdom and out here in the ocean. They got all these species of fish.
Yeah.
You got all these different species of bitch. I don't believe it.
Hey, as Cat Williams would say, I don't know your name individual, so I'll call you bitch so we can get it over with.
All right, yeah. But yeah, so I feel like it's 4 base ones, possibly.
Okay.
4. All right.
What would be your 4 then?
The basic one is the hoe. That's the most basic of basic. All right.
All
and I'm
right.
gonna tell you my strategy for how I deal with her. And don't give her much attention. Don't give her much energy. She gonna be set on automatic no matter what. If she like you, she fucking. If she don't like you, she gonna fuck your homeboy. She just always choosing to let whoever and whenever they want to run up in her. And you know, like that, those are not the apple of my eye. So I don't really give her no energy. But if I'm in a drought,
best believe you gonna get your son.
Yeah, if she come this way, but you best believe I'm gonna knock that shit out the box.
You gonna slay her down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Moving on now.
Yeah, moving on now. You do have that undecided one, that unpredictable one, that random one that you don't know what she could be. And sometimes you'll spend more time on that one than you should because you see that potential and you trying to hold on to that potential. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that one could possibly put you in the friend zone and fuck you up all type of ways and still use you. You know?
Hey, man, to that, man.
So I'm going to call that one possible user girlfriend. All right.
Okay.
That's what I call the undecided ones, possible user girlfriend, because she's not making her intentions clear. So 9 times out of 10, she's gonna turn to be a little bit of user in the beginning if she's not making her intentions clear. And then
deceitful. Okay.
Yeah, she can be deceitful like that. And then you have I don't know. I don't know. I want to say that wifey, short-term wifey, but I break it down into short-term girlfriend and wifey type. Long-term. The one that you definitely know is a long-term, and the one that she could be long-term, but 9 times out of 10, you know in your mind that it's not going that far. You know what I'm saying? So you just with her because you enjoy her company. And I could say that's the third one within that. And the way you match her is you get to know her, you live in the moment with her, you enjoy the time while it lasts, but when it comes time and it's over and stuff like that, and say for instance she want to choose somebody else, because that's another one that still have that streak of hoeing her and she want to still explore. You just gotta kind of make yourself fun. Make yourself entertaining and make yourself available, and you see where it goes. It's not like she a straight up hoe. You're gonna have to still put in some time with her, you know, but you
put a little bit of work in.
You just put a little bit of work in to get to know her more so than you would a thought or a user. You put a little bit more work in on her because you know you're gonna 9 times out of 10 you possibly could get pussy out of her because you know that she likes you, she's attracted to you. So when it comes to her, that's how you deal with her. And then you have that fourth one, like I say, and it could be more, but those are the 4 that I'm going to talk about. That's the long term. I separate the short term and long term.
Right.
The long term to me is the one that I'm Swab Debonair for. I'm 007 Casino Royale. I'm Idris Elba. I'm saying all of the right things. I'm doing all of the right things, and I'm trying to make this one know clearly. Like, listen, girl, I want you with me for the long haul. I'll take you out. I'll try and spoil you. I'll try and make you feel like a queen, you know? And the way you tell that about her is when you're talking to her, she's interested to know about you, your childhood, your family, your dreams, what are your ambitions in life. And she's not one of those people that's going to say, okay, all right, well, you ain't got it already, so get out my face. Like I said, that's the using her already. This is the one. This is the one that want to be there for it all and want to ride with you through it all. You know what I'm saying? And she's only concerned about you and her happiness together. And that's the one that you lay it all out on the line for, you give your full attention to. And you just treat her like she's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, those are the 4 different types to me. Like I said, it could be more, but this is the ones I'm gonna think about for right now. You got something you want to add to that?
Well, basically all I'm going to say is, you say 4th one. Well, the 3rd one on mine is mixing them all in as one. Because, you got that shy chick. Then you got the one that's local, just deranged, crazy. Then you got the mental one. So I sum it all together as that 3rd option. As for you.
See what I'm saying? I told you it's more. It's so she's out there of animals and fishes and whatnot. It's of course going to be a different species of bitch. Come on.
Right.
That's just a given.
So I'll just sum that all in that 3rd category.
Yeah, man. Coming up next on the Crash Culture Podcast Show, we're going to talk about the standards. What are our ideal standards for a woman? And they could be anywhere from mental to physical. So that's coming up next on the Crash Culture Podcast Show. All right, welcome back to the Crash Culture Podcast Show. We had left off on some loaded topics. But now we're going to get into another loaded topic. My friend Longway back with me. Longway, what are your standards for what you want out of a woman?
Core values.
And why do you have these standards? Not only what are your standards, why do you have these standards, my friend?
Well, the more core values that, you was brought up as a child to learn, as far as, motivation, loyalty, dignity, faithfulness, caring, just the basic needs that females and male need to correspond and get through the day of their day-to-day journey in life. And the reason being because, man, when you have them things, it makes you feel good. You get all bottled up with them bubbly emotions. You want to express to the world how you feeling and stuff to let them know this person is uplifting you up and making you feel good. And it just feels great to have them type of values and somebody that cherish you as much as you cherish them when it comes to knowing who they are as a person, and they ain't gotta veer off or show anything different than that. And it's mutual.
Okay.
How about you on the other hand? What is it you looking for, and why is it you looking for these things?
I'll tell you what, man. I once upon a time, I used to have a rule that I wouldn't date women with children. But I changed my rule.
Why is that?
Shit, I was listening to one of my homeboys' girlfriends and shit like that. And she was in that situation, and she was like, you never know who you're gonna find love with, and then you shouldn't hold that against the female. She had gave me some jewels, some wise words at the time. But, that shit turned out to be a big bag of bullshit in my situation because I didn't meet the right one with children. And it just felt like a waste of my time, energy, and effort. And it almost made me feel like a sucker for even considering that and employing that to my life. You know what I'm saying?
That strategy? Okay.
Yeah, applying that strategy to my life. It's not necessarily applying the strategy to my life.
Well, I mean, that word of wisdom.
Taking that restriction off.
Okay.
Because, I just it hasn't been working. I feel like it's almost been as unsuccessful as when I had that rule and I was looking for females with no kids because, unless the female is not attached to the baby father, or she have that in order, it's always going to be something there with her and him. You know, so that's one of the standards that I have. Like, I just, you know, I would prefer not to deal with that whole baby mama, baby daddy drama and stuff like that. Because I've tried to deal with it and it didn't work. So, you know, I'm on to that.
You tried it the one time or multiple occasions?
I tried it multiple times. I tried it twice. I tried it twice. You know, and it just didn't work out. You know, like I was trying to do my best to be a good man to them and be a role model, father figure, whatever. But like I said, when females have children and the fathers are still in the kids' lives, and the female hasn't like distanced themselves from them. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like, dude, you're a single mother right now. Y'all broke up. Y'all ain't getting back together. And he's still coming around to your crib, talking to your mom and all that. And like, bro, I thought it was just supposed to be for the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's always.
And they still fucking around.
Yeah, they gonna always
or he can still get some pussy up out of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
People try to throw that misdirection bullshit like, oh no, it's not like that. And like, I'm tired of hearing that shit. That's bullshit. I already didn't have experience it twice, and I know it's bullshit. But yeah, so that's one of the standards. Another standard is adaptability. You know, she has to be able to adapt to the different situations that life presents, because every day in life is not going to be easy. You feel me? My life has never been easy. You know, and if you're a female that is quick to run or quick to, you know, distance yourself, or
first sign of trouble, I'm out.
Or give up. You like, any sign of trouble, I give up. As long as I'm taking you out to these places, I'm paying for everything, I'm doing everything for you, you all good. It just make you come off as a user if you can't adapt. You feel me? So that's one thing that I gotta have.
Can't get in the pain and grind with you.
Yeah, you can't. If you can't grind, if you ain't there for the hard times, don't be there for the easy times. So if you can't adapt, I just want them to stay totally out my fucking face. And yeah, it is better said than done, because these females, they got hella game. Another thing I gotta have is honesty. One thing about me that a lot of people find out within time is I'm brutally honest. I'm honest even when a lot of people think that I shouldn't be honest. Or females in the past told me, oh, why would you say that to me? You know, I'm telling you the truth. And they're like, well, I do want you to tell me the truth, but there are some things that you shouldn't say to me, or some things you just shouldn't tell me. And I'd be like, all right, well, shit, I'll start lying to you again. All right, whatever. You know, so, yeah, honesty is a big thing for me. She has to be able to take it and give it. She has to be able to be honest and be able to receive the honesty. And that's a big thing. That's a big thing. You know, like Jim Carrey said, you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. These bitches cannot handle the truth.
It's a double standard.
Yeah, they pretend like it, but they can't handle the truth, because the moment you give it to them, they be in their feelings and they be upset. So, you know, that's another thing for me. That's another big thing I put a lot of value on. And loyalty, you know what I'm saying? I have to be able to, I could be able to leave you in a room with Denzel in his prime, Will Smith, The Rock in his prime, all of these brilliant handsome men.
Yeah, okay.
I have to be able to be comfortable enough with you to go to the gym and get on your grind and look good for me and not have to worry about shit. Cause you know what you got. You know I'm that dude, and I fucking do anything for you. You know what I'm saying?
The moon and back, yeah.
The moon and back, you know what I'm saying? I've done it for females who didn't deserve it. So if I got a woman that I feel like deserve it, I need that loyalty in her, because she's definitely gonna have it out of me. You know, I don't know no other way. So those are three things that I gotta have in a female, and that's the reason why, man. Because it just be a big bag of bullshit you know, and I just don't want to deal with it, you know. So.
With this modern day females and stuff, yeah, I totally agree with you on that, because they play a lot of fucking mind games.
You know, and one of the big mind games that they play, bro, is that 90-day rule shit, bro. That shit is annoying as fuck.
Man, that's a pet peeve, man.
Because these same females with these 90-day rules, like, they'll go to the club and they'll be giving a nigga dome in the car in the parking lot of the club. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they do it right on the dance floor or underneath the table or in the bathroom.
Yeah, and then be once they leave the club, they talking about some, oh, no, I got to make it hard for you. I already made it easy for you that night, and, oh, you're going to have to take some time, get to know me before we do anything else. And
I'm not like, that type of chick.
You know, and it's like, bro, it's like, I just want to tell them, dog, like, I pissed out of that shit, bro, and you had that shit in your mouth. Like, really? Like, they just, like, you just did the most nastiest shit you could possibly do to me. And now, all of a sudden, now you want to put a gate up on your coochie? Come on.
Preach. Get real with yourself, females. That don't make no sense.
Down. They be rubbing on your nuts and all of this shit, all in the club, all in the parking lot, all when they talking to you. And then they want to throw that out there like, man, you done already gave me the whole show. Now you gonna tease and try and give a nigga blue balls? Oh, come on, man. Stop playing. That 90-day rule is a total big bag of bullshit, man. And they just need to get rid of that shit. Like, it's certain things, like we got man laws that's supposed to be unspoken rules among men. Women, y'all got to create women laws that's unspoken that you just do. You know what I'm saying? Instead of telling us about it and then wind up contradicting yourself.
Especially if you willing to put a dick in your mouth quicker than dropping them jaws. That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous, bro. I would think the other way around make more sense. But you know what the problem with it is?
I'm listening.
The problem with it is the females want to be able to lie to dudes and tell them, oh, I only got 5 dudes, 5 bodies I slept with. Meanwhile, they got 500 dicks they didn't put in their mouth. So it's that whole, like I say, ain't nobody got more game than a female trying to use a nigga.
Man.
And that's just a case and example of it. That 90-day rule is almost universally known as one of their biggest, gamiest tactics. And it's all
that's they ploy.
Yeah, anything you want to say about the 90-day rule and your experience with that bullshit?
Man, I just could elaborate by saying the same thing, man. I experienced on first-hand base. Chick that I was talking to, I mean, she couldn't wait to suck me off. But when it came to getting them draws, dog, she was just playing me off like, you know, she too good to give me the jewels on that night. I'm looking like, you done already topped me off. Like, shit, you might as well give me the rest of the package. If you gonna let me get a sample, don't just give me the sample of your mouth. I need the whole sample. So I know when I'm driving this car, it's worth, you know, making that purchase for. It's not shit, you know. You kind of like defeat the purpose, and I lost interest in you because now you just showed me that hell. If you that easy for me to get that kind of access, then how many other people got that same access?
Yeah. They only play themselves with that 90-day rule. They only playing themselves with that bullshit. But you know, a lot of females ain't gonna realize it till later on.
So they get to be, you know, 40 or 50 years old, still ain't got a man, and then they crying to their homegirls or everybody and their mom because they can't seek happiness. Well, look what your ass done did.
Yeah.
You giving out your jewels. Go ahead.
You brought up a great point about that until they be able to be 40 or 50. Because women don't realize they got a biological clock. You know what I'm saying? We do too as men, but ours hit a lot later on because, I mean, like, I think all the way up until we like 50, 60 years old, we could still bust a nut. I think it's like 60 or probably later you start shooting blanks.
Or your man down there just stopped marching. He don't stand up no more.
Absolutely. He stay in parade rest. He can't salute no more at a certain age. So, when it comes to men, it just happened later on. Like, we become, what's that shit called? Kind of obsolete in the bedroom at a later age than women. Because, I mean, women got a hold, so they never gonna be obsolete. I'm just saying, like, their ability to have children is stopped at a certain age. You know, you have anomalies, but usually when women have that menopause, can't have no more kids after that, and that happen around like 50, 40, not even 50, but 40 years old or something like that. That happen for most of them.
Yeah, like they mid to end 40s. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that, the biological clock, coming up on the next segment. It's Crash Coach of the Podcast Show. All right, we're back with the Crash Culture Podcast Show. And like we were saying, the woman's biological clock, if you ever seen the movie, I think it's 35 and Ticking, they talk a little bit about that. Basically what it means is when women are entering that 35 and up age area and stuff like that, after a while, them eggs or whatnot is not going to be able to be fertilized and shit like that. And they're not going to be able to have kids for long. So, in their mind, they're trying to find a person to mate with. It's almost like animals in the wild and stuff like that. You know, they trying to always find that animal to mate with, that female and stuff. When she in heat, she trying to find that male to mate with. And, yeah, that's how females is when they get later on in their time. But first I wanted to say, even before we get into that, because this ties into that, what is a standard of beauty of a female that is just like drop dead gorgeous? And what is everlasting beauty? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is a female in her prime? What does that look like? What do you think that means for her? Do you think like big titties, perky breast, or a big ass, nice?
I like curves, man. I like curves, long legs, like the shape of a long leg, man. It's just something about them legs. If they shape right, turn me on. I can't even fight it. Breast, you know, perky breast, you know, if they perky, you know, that's a A1. You gotta go for perky breast. And you know, her ass gotta stick out more than her belly. If her ass don't stick out more than her belly, Houston, we have a problem, but I can work with it. I can work with it, though.
Yeah. You know, them curves is important, bro. I think them curves, you know, they mask a lot of that, you know, because I'm pretty sure if a girl is like thick as hell and she's 250 pounds and she got a little pudge in her stomach, that ain't gonna matter to you at all.
Hell no, not one bit. But, you know, pass the ball back over to your court. How you feel about it? What turn you on? What is, you know, that beauty that just undeniable, just make you be like, fuck, I just gotta have that?
Well, for a very long time, you know, like I said earlier, I don't even know if I said that earlier on
What's
this
that?
recording. My weaknesses are island females.
No, you didn't tell us about that.
Man, that's my motherfucking weakness. I don't know why. It just is. If it's a Haitian girl, well, not particularly them to start, but more so a girl from like Antigua, Barbados, or, you know, the VI or Jamaica, you know.
Okay.
And a lot of Haitian girls be catching me though, man. A lot of them be catching me, bro, because you look at them, bro, they'll look Hispanic or they'll look like I don't know what the fuck, man. Some of them be just fine as hell, so they catch you like that. But and almost any Caribbean girl, man, that's my weakness. And I don't know. I think it's maybe their voice when they talk to you. It just sounds like so smooth.
So soft spoken.
It's like they talk in cursive.
Oh,
when they talk to you. Like when they trying to speak, especially when they feel like that they Americanized, it's like they talk in cursive because of their accent. And
okay.
especially when they got that body, like like that slim type of
the Coca-Cola bottle from 1964.
Yes.
Oh.
Legs with the thick thighs and a nice perky butt. She ain't even gotta have a big busty chest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be cool. Don't get me wrong.
Motorboat in that mud.
I don't mind that, but shit, one of my exes to me was bad as hell, and she was like flat chested, bro. Like flat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I was down there sucking on chest when I was sucking her titties, you feel me? Like, but at the same time, she had a nice ass, she had thick thighs, she was Jamaican, and she was like aggressive, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
She was really aggressive with me. So, yeah, I loved that girl, but it's, like I say, it's that weakness. It go back to that weakness of Caribbean girls. I don't know why. It just is. But and she had a beautiful face. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All they gotta have is that face and just either the ass or the. Well, no, I can't even say that. No, you gotta have that face and that ass. Those are must. Those two are a must. Like I said, the breast ain't gonna really do much, and like if you got it, that's cool. But if you got that,
that's just an added bonus for you.
Yeah, that's an added bonus. But if you got that, you got big ass breast and you ain't got no ass, bro, we got a big ass problem.
Hey.
No pun intended, but we got a big ass problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
You goddamn right, because I'm an ass man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm an ass man too. I like some titties too, though. I can't lie. For some odd reason, titties is like ass to me. I see them both.
I already know what one of them birds you was trying to get at, man. I already seen her, bitch. She ain't had no face, no ass, just titties. So I already
man.
You like them white boys. White boys love big titties.
Hey, I guess that's the white in me a little bit here and there.
Yeah, they just something to play with. I feel you. They something.
Yeah. But I need to ask you a question real quick since we on the topic and everything. Mm-hmm. Do you think this is a cliche statement or do you really believe in this? And that is, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yes and no. It's a cliche statement, and no, it's not. All right. Yes,
reason being,
it's a cliche statement because it's overused. It's overused like a motherfucker. Whenever somebody don't look all of that great, or whenever your homeboy's girlfriend is trying to convince you to date her ugly ass friend. Oh, beauty's in the eyes of the older. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like hearing shit like that. I don't like hearing trendy or cliche shit because people be using that to goat you into some bullshit.
That sort of remind me of that movie, not because you offer to be rude.
Go ahead.
Friday, when Smokey was sitting up there talking to Freddie Jackson.
Yeah. I think what you talking about when they was trying to convince him to holler at Baby D?
Not Baby, some fat chick. And he was like,
No. I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about. They did that. Oh, they did that on next Friday too.
That's what you thinking about. Yeah, with Ice Cube.
They're trying to do that to get that money from the big girl and stuff like that.
And he like, don't get that.
She wasn't half bad.
Man, not for a big girl.
Nah, and then Day Day was trying to convince Ice Cube to holler at Baby D, a.k.a. Lady Rage. Lady Rage ain't that bad. You know she was in Death Row? She actually rapping?
Yeah.
She's not that bad. I mean, like I said, bro, I don't mind a plus size woman that look good. You feel me? You know, but
hands down.
I ain't out of control with her bigness and sloppy and shit like that. Like, it ain't. A lot of females, like, they try to use that to cast aspersions on dudes. Like, oh, you don't like her because she fat. Like, my homeboy girlfriend love to say that shit to me, that goofy ass shit. You don't like her because she fat. No, fucker. I don't like it because she fat and she ain't got no ass.
But I must say this for the record for big girls, man. They coming up in the world because now they could move just as well as these light skinned or these skinny girls, you know, petite women. And some of them do it better than these skinny little bitches.
Yeah. Like I said, but I ain't the guy that discriminate against them because they're big and stuff like that. But you know, I'm 6'6" and I weigh about 250, 260. If you weigh more than me, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta look at you and I gotta see that all of that weight went to the right spots. You know. All right. Men is a little bit different. You know. Men is a little bit different. I play basketball all the time, so and I'm tall on top of that, so my weight's gonna go up and through my body. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna balance out. It's not gonna look like that. You feel me? It's not gonna look like. Let's say, for instance, if I was like a 5'11" dude and I was 260, then I look like big and sloppy and fat and shit like that. But when you 6'6", you gotta have weight on your frame in order to look full. So, but if a female is like imagine a 5'7" female, 300, we got a problem, dog. You know what I'm saying? Unless all of that weight went to them titties and that ass, and you got a pretty face, you got a problem, dog. Got a real big.
I hear you.
But it's not gonna be no problem at all, cause I'm not gonna fuck with you. And that goes for double time for a skinny female. If it's a thick female, or like she ain't got no hair, she ain't got no breasts, none of that, bro. Like, it's all one and the same, bro.
Hey, flat as a board, stiff as a board. I mean,
it's all one and the same to me. I treat her like a big girl, and not even look her way. You know, and that's just not being no shallow or nothing stuff like that. But I mean, everybody every female has their own like invisible notepad of what's they type and what dude they're gonna date and what dude that they not. 9 times out of 10, a very attractive female that can have almost any guy that she wants is not gonna date an ugly ass dude. Unless
Hey, ugly niggas is coming up in the world nowadays. I hate to say it.
That's because they paying. That's because they paying for it.
Some of them ain't paying.
Bro, I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you 10 times out of 10, they paying for it. They spending money on her. They spoiling her. They buying her whatever she wants. I guarantee it. They not in a relationship. He the paymaster. And if he lose his job, if he can't support her no more, she out. She out. Guarantee it. Or if all of that fame and fortune go away, she out. 100%, bro. That's like Welvin the Great. You know, he got head from Amber Rose or some shit like that at one point. You know
I heard that in somewhere. I can't remember, but I heard that storyline too.
Yeah, and she did it or she was even around him because he was famous. You know, because they're these nuts. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why she did it. So, it is what it is, bro. You know, these trifling ass females be trying to throw stones at a motherfucker and be living in a glass house. They be wanting to say, oh, you want to date this person because of that. But the same reason why they won't date a dude, because he ain't got money.
Amen.
It is what it is. Man, we got some more topics like this coming up on the next segment. One thing we're going to talk about on the next segment is Oh, we didn't finish the biological clock shit before.
No, sir.
Let's finish that biological clock thing before we go into the next segment. The thing about a biological clock for women, like we were saying, getting back to, we got a little bit off topic with that shit, but we can talk about that forever. Like what? You know what I mean?
Man, amen.
Yeah. When a female start to hit 35 and stuff like that, she's coming up on that time when she ain't gonna be able to have kids no more. And if she's still single and she don't have a man that's willing to stick by herself, she ain't even nowhere near a long-term relationship, she gonna be probably trying to pop out a kid ASAP. So that's gonna kind of shade her perspective on this guy. Like the red flags about him not gonna pop up this fast. But on the other hand, if she too young, if she young as hell, she gonna feel like she got all the time in the world and she got as many dudes as she want on her line, so she can pick and choose. That's the thing about the clock, that for females is a difficult balance, you know. But when it comes to men on the other side of the coin, like we can keep going until we start shooting blanks, or our soldier won't salute no more. So, you know, I feel like that's one thing that women don't understand or realize about the opposite sex, but they need to start. And that's another thing why women nowadays, they feel comfortable having children young, because they don't want to have to worry about the biological clock, you know, in their mind, because they want to at least say they have kids already. But that's going to influence their homegirls that don't have any kids and that focus on their career and can't find that man to be with them because they know that they superficial and materialistic. And they like, oh, I want kids. And then boom, they're going to get a baby from a no good dude, you know, trying to fit in. And it's, that's one of them tricky things. You got anything you want to add to it?
A revolving door. That's all it is. However you look at it, up and down.
Yeah.
Many battles that we face.
What'd you say?
Many battles we face everyday life.
What it got to do with the females and the biological clock and 35 and ticking?
Basically, choices we make decipher whether or not, you know, we gonna make it to get the child that we want before 30, or, you know, men before they shit drop.
Okay. All right. I get what you're saying. This is the Crash Coach Podcast Show. All right. I ain't even going to say we back. I know you see that I came alive, Longway. You see I'm alive right now, right?
Man, you must got something on your chest.
Man, I got something. Oh, man, I want to rip my chest like Hulk Hogan right now. God damn it. Because this right here topic is so infuriating for me, bro.
And what might that be, sir?
God. I'm going crazy in this motherfucker thinking about this shit right now. The friend zone game. You ever seen that movie, Love Don't Cost a Thing?
Man, I'm very familiar with that.
With Nick Cannon?
And your girl Christina Milian, with her fine ass.
She bad.
Hella bad.
But man, that shit make me sick, bro. The whole concept and the idea of an invisible zone where females section off dudes that are good to them because they're not the guy that they want to fuck at that particular moment in time for whatever bias or reason that they can think of in their bullshit pea-brain ass mind just to use him is beyond me. That's beyond me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I wish that shit would stop. Because guess what I see later on my timeline on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And I just want to break my motherfucking phone when I see this shit. Oh, guess what, Longway?
What is that, man? I'm curious to know.
I married my best friend.
The fuck out of here.
My head be fucking about to explode when I see that shit. My head literally wants to explode when I see a meme of some celebrity and somebody put this stupid ass caption underneath it, I married my best friend, and some other dumbhole that posted it put another caption underneath it, oh, this is how me and my beer is gonna be, and blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If everybody was out here marrying their best fucking friend, there would be no friend zone to begin with. But, you know what? That's too advanced for you motherfuckers. That's too advanced. That's too advanced.
Why is that?
Because everybody's more concerned with the trends and finding, especially the females around, this was around my age group, you know, the 25 to 30. They more concerned, and I had this problem even happen when I was, you know, and it more likely happens when you're from high school all the way up to college and through college, you know. That happens so often, you know. It happened to me about 3 or 4 times. I can say that me, personally, I swing for the fences when I'm trying to pull a female. I swing for the fences. I have a high standard of a female, like what I deem as physically overly attractive or fine, or what's a 10 in my mind, or what's a high rating for a female, and I go for that. You know what I'm saying? And me, being the tall guy that I am, being the better than average or fine gentleman that I am, you know, handsome gentleman that I am, you know, 9 times out of 10, they gonna talk. They gonna give me that time of day. They gonna see where it's going, and then they gonna get me on the line just long enough to use my ass. You feel me? And this is why I say Caribbean females are my weakness, because I've had them more so use me and not give me shit out of the deal, but a headache and a dry desert dick more so than any other.
Bitch.
Yeah, that's why I say that they're a weakness. You notice I ain't say, oh, I just prefer them. No, they're a motherfucking weakness. That's a sickness I got.
That's a disease that ain't curable.
That's an ain't curable goddamn disease, man. Hopefully I find a good Caribbean chick that do right by me, but my hopes are very low for that shit. You know, because they all come up with it. I'm not your type. And you know who the biggest culprits of that, oh, you're not my type bullshit?
Who?
Haitian women.
Elaborate, why don't you, for us?
Now, for the longest, a lot of Haitian women in the Haitian community used to believe and think that the black community didn't like them and, you know, picked on them and, you know, said so much mean things about them for whatever reason, you know, because of them cracking jokes of whenever they hear a person say, oh, I'm from Haiti, or they hear them talking their language, you know. But I grew up in a community with a lot of Haitian people, and I had a lot of Haitian friends growing up, so I never really, you know, noticed. I just thought when I first heard the name that it was funny. I was like, what? Sound like something from Africa. Turns out it was from Africa. All right? But when you think about it, the effects of a black child in America coming from the African diaspora, who you don't have that real history until you growing up, until you get older. When the first time you hear about a child from another country that sounds funny, like I'm pretty sure how many people made fun of people from Swahili. You know, we used to crack jokes about that and we thought that was funny. And Timbuktu and the Boondocks and shit like that. We've all come up with these, you know, funny ways of saying things or terming stuff or jokes about somebody from another culture or another a country and shit like that, because we are in our ignorance as youth. And a lot of Haitian people, I even work with a lot of Haitian people, they held that against Black Americans in general don't even know me from Adam, don't even know who in my family from Haiti or could be Haitian and shit like that. I just have nieces, nephews, uncles, aunties, cousins that are straight from the island of Haiti, and they just say, because I'm Black American, that's the way that is. And with their females swear by Haitian men. Haitian women swear by Haitian men. And I'm telling you, let me give you an example.
All right.
I had this one scheming ass, using asshole, man. She was fine, but if you know me, you know who I'm talking about too.
Man, I know you like the back of my hand. Proceed on, though, player.
She's yellow bone. She looks Spanish. Some type of Spanish. She look, I don't know, like she could be from Colombia or she could be from Puerto Rico or something like that. You know, but she looked black at the same time, you know, and I love Dominican looking chicks too, so she could be like something like that. You know, so I was like looking at her, I was like, damn, she bad, you know what I'm saying? I was at my school and I had like, you know, like, this when I was in college. Or just when I just graduated college and I went back. Man, I seen that girl walk by me. At first I see her with the glasses, with the little box glass and shit like that. I'm like, all right, she look good. This is me looking at her from the front. She had on this nice little crop top or whatever with white jeans and shit like that. You know, I could see her little legs and thighs, and they looked all right. And she had on some nice shoes, like some J's or something like that. I'm like, damn, she looked kind of good. All right. So I'm just ignoring her because, you know, I used to have times. I used to strategize on times when these females get out of class to mac on them and whatnot. And I continued my routine, you know, when I went back, because me and my homeboys, that used to be a tradition when every time we was at BC, we used to do that. And she didn't walk past me, boom. And I'm already talking to one of my homegirls named Nicola or whatever, and we talking about some other shit. And then the girl walked by. And she see me staring at the girl, and I say something to the girl, and the girl then turned around. When she turned around and smiled, and she said, "Oh, you come over here. I can't hear you from all the way there." She didn't even stop. You know what I'm saying? But she gave me the turnaround, and I can't hear you from over there. Like, oh, come over here. And Nicola already know. She said, "Bam, I already know." I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you later." You feel me? I still ain't talked to that girl since the day, Nicola, but if you listen to this, shouts out to you. But yeah, man. So I proceeded over to her because let me rewind.
Okay.
What made me just like snap my neck and say something to her really is when she got kind of halfway past me and I seen that ass. That's what made me like snap my neck and be like, yo, I gotta get that. Bruh, her ass was so perfectly shaped, it looked like Leonardo da Vinci had a motherfucking stone pick and a hammer and was like chiseling away and sculpting this girl's ass. It was that perfect.
Damn.
I'm telling you, it was that perfect. Round.
Shout out to that girl ass, then.
Round, circular, had their thighs, their match. It ain't like no plastic surgery, Kim Kardashian type having ass or Black China shit. But like perfect, bruh. Perfect, bro. Like not even like stupid, dumb, big, out of control, but just big for her frame and soft. Looked like it was just real soft. And she had on jeans, and I was like, damn, that shit look like that in jeans. Man, would look like out of them jeans. So I was like, man, I got to have it. I ain't even care where she was from. She could have been from the motherfucking moon. She could have been a goddamn alien for all I cared. I wanted to get that shit. So after I didn't say what I said, I forgot what I said. But she didn't snap, and she was like, hey, I can't hear you from over there. And kept walking. I had them, whoop, I'm out. Got up, walked over there to her. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what I was saying everything was coming out the top of my head. And that go back to what we were saying earlier. Like, depending on the female, you put it all, you're going to put that energy or that effort in there based on that vibe she's giving you. So, man, I don't know. I was just flowing. And I had to talk to her initially for like 15 minutes after I introduced myself. I asked her if she had a dude. She's like, no. You know, the usual stuff when you're trying to get to know somebody that you really see something in, you know. And as you said, no, I'm like, okay, first quarter action. So I'm like, so can I have your number, possibly get to know you? Because we had already then talked about a bunch of other stuff within that first 15 minutes. And she was like, no. And I was like, what? I was like, you was laughing, you was digging the conversation, you was smiling, you was talking with me like deeply and intellectually. I'm like, no, what the fuck you talking about? So I proceed, like, let me add a little bit more sauce into this motherfucker. You know, first I put a couple of dabs into that motherfucker. I'm thinking like, it ain't gotta take much, cause I'm fresh at this point, bro. I got the 11s at the time, the Baron 11s just came out. I had them on. I had just got like this outfit from Nike Outlet and shit like that. And, you know, for streetwear, I was appropriate. You feel me?
Okay.
It wasn't like I was doing the most of shit like that, but I was at BC and I planned to go do some shit after that. So, you know, like play ball or whatever. So I was appropriate and I know I was looking presentable. So, like I said, man, after I added a few drops and she added in like, nah, I was like, hold on. Then turned up half the bottle on her ass. After that, she gave me her number. You feel me? I didn't ask for her number the second time. She gave it to me. Like, oh, she was like, here, take down my number. We don't have to talk later on and this, that, and third. Like, you funny. I like you. You cool. And I was like, all right. So got the number. She had went to class. I went about my merry day like, man, I got the major dub today. So I'm like, you know how them phone conversations start off? Like, you got to kind of not like try and seem too desperate. You got to kind of play it cool. You know, like hit up maybe the next day, like, oh, hey, how you doing? Or 2 days later, maybe, hey, how you doing? And shit like that. Let the conversation go on for a little bit. When she ain't got nothing to say, let that shit die out. You feel me? You gotta vibe. And then you play it by ear when it comes. You know, so if she want to get more into it with you, she gonna give you more conversation. So, man, we was vibing like that for at least about a week. And then at the end of the week, boom, here come the first call. Oh, can you pick me up from work? And I don't feel like paying for Uber today. Little did I know, but the game just started right then. The real game. You know what I'm saying? You know how you make the team, you went through trials and shit like that. I made the team. I was on the team, you feel me? She handpicked me. But when she called me that first day for that first ride, the game just started. And I didn't even know.
She hit you with the okie doke?
Man, I can't even say she hit me with the okie doke that day, because picking a female up and dropping her off to work or some stuff like that, or picking her up from work, is nothing. It is nothing. But once you let them build up a habit of saving on your dime, saving on your gas money, and them saving the money that they would have to pay for Uber because she didn't have no car. You feel me? It's like, that's already red flags to leave this bitch alone. But you like, man, I'm that type of dude that's not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. I already locked in on this shit. Like I told you earlier, when I'm locked in on something, then I'm going through it all.
The hunt is on. You gotta go for the tape.
I'm 10 toes down. I'm 10 toes down. So, yeah, man, I had then put in about a year's worth of work of almost near free labor for this hoe. Man, I'm talking about, she had just got an apartment when I had started talking to her. Basically, she didn't just get it. Well, people gave it to her. You know what I'm saying? Because they was moving back. Some of them was moving back to New York or wherever they had was before that. You know what I'm saying? Or moving out more west or some shit like that. Because some like her grandma or somebody had money or some shit like that. I don't know. And yeah, she moved into the apartment. She wanted to do a little things, you know, fixing it up and this, that, and the third. And Yeah. She used me to do it all. I'm talking about painting the inside of that motherfucker. I'm talking about retiling the bathroom. And here's the crazy thing about this shit. I should have known this shit was just gonna be a game. Cause, you know, she knew what I was trying to get out of. I made my intentions clear to her from the beginning. And she told me, that she's not looking for that right now. And, like, while I'm over here helping her do all of this shit, bro, she hadn't got so cool with me and so comfortable with me. Like, this nigga just in the friend zone forever. And he don't know he never gonna get the pussy. While I'm retiling the bathroom and I'm, like, tearing up the shit and, like, the little sticky towels that you stick down, she literally pulled down her panties and pulled down her she had, like, little booty shorts and shit like that. She pulled down this shit, sit on the toilet and take a goddamn piss right there in front of me. Pussy right there in front of my face. Like it ain't nothing.
Damn.
I should have known at that moment, get the fuck up, throw that goddamn tool on the ground, walk out the door and leave. Cause that's like almost like super trying your face. That's like you pull the pussy out, put it right in my face, damn near in sniffing distance. And you get up, you pull up your jaws, and you pull up your pants, and walk away. Like you ain't just do that in front of me. Like I ain't been trying to hit this shit now. This was after I was 3 months in. So the 90-day rule didn't motherfucking apply. That shit expired, my nigga. I had already been moving furniture and picking it up and dropping it off to work. I'm talking painting, retiling, all of this shit, taking out to eating, all of this goofy shit. I'm doing husband type shit for this bitch.
You being goofy with this one.
Yeah, being super goofy just to get a lick, just to get a little whiff of the pussy. Nothing. Nothing. So I used to do a 3-month check with her every now and then. You know, every 3 months I'd be like, I can get the pussy not? No. I can get the pussy not? No. I can get the pussy not? No. That shit went on for almost a year. I was annoyed and sexually frustrated and felt like I was used and abused like a motherfucker. And she didn't give a fuck. It kind of annoyed her a little bit. Me kept on being like that. But, you know, I was like, bitch, I done already put in all of this hard work, time, energy, effort, and bread. I'd be damn, bro. You're going to have to try my face. And that she did. One day when I was dropping off to work and she had got another job, I built up the balls, the nerves to ask this bitch. Cause I heard this before. I heard this from like one of my homeboys, one of my Jamaican brethren, told me like, Haitian women, leave them alone, Joe. Leave them alone. I'm telling you, bro. And he told me so many different reasons. I can't begin to state them because I don't feel like that about, you know, women from the Caribbean in general. I kind of put them all in the same category because they all got the same tendencies. But this was true. He was like, they only want Haitian men. They gonna bend over backwards to them dudes and treat everybody else like shit. And I was like, nah, this can't be true. Let me test this theory. And I got sick and tired of her shit. So I was like, fuck it. Now's a better time than any. You know, after I done got used for damn 11 months, going on 12 months, I'm like, man, let me ask. I'm like, cause she didn't say shit to me like before when we was in the store. Oh, you do a lot of boyfriend stuff. Oh, you look goddamn sexy as fuck today. She would say this type of shit all the time to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? It's like the slave master that give you a little bit of food to make you stay alive and some water. You like, right. Oh, thank you, master. Thank you. And it's like,
now I'm about to work harder.
Yeah, that's how she kept a nigga working harder. Because it would just give me that false sense of hope. And females be like, they swear they don't lead a nigga on. But boy, she was the master at this game, bro. The master, bro. I literally had her and her friend, because I was supposed to drop them off to the airport one day because she was going back to Haiti. I literally had both of them sleeping in the bed with me one day. And couldn't hit nothing, bro. I had wall-to-wall ass on me in my bed. Couldn't hear shit. I'm telling you, bro, that was the hurt locker, my nigga. This is the ultimate friend zone. I know I'm going on with this segment, but this shit was filth. And this is why I hate the idea of the topic, anything about a motherfucking friend zone. And this is why this bitch made me cut off damn near every female that I had as a friend. After her, I didn't want to have no other female friends. I know I had another girl that was a female friend to me for 5-6 years. I said, I called her one day. I said, fuck this shit. I said, you give me the pussy or not? She was like, no, I don't see you like that. I see you like a big brother. I was like, all right, get out my face, bitch. I was like, bye. I got enough sisters. I got 6 sisters. I don't need
you start standing up for yourself.
I was done. I cut up on every female that I knew. I cut up on every last single one of them after this bitch. I was done. I was like, I did everything right. I was a perfect guy. And she still used the shit out of me. I said, fuck that shit. I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and, clearly.
Yeah, man.
She wanted a bad boy. She ain't want no chump. With no backbone.
She wanted a Haitian man. That's all she wanted. Because I asked her, like I said, that day when I was dropping out to work, I said, if I was Haitian, would you have let me smash? She was like, she molded over in her mind, thought about it like, yeah, probably. Boy, I'm telling you, never in my life have I ever felt the strong sense to pimp slap a bitch. But that day, I definitely felt the strong sense to pimp slap that hoe.
She deserved it for that one, my God. She definitely deserved it.
And that was the beginning of the end. Just like that day when she called me for that ride after a week of talking. That week right there, that day when she said that shit to me, that was the beginning of the end. Because then that's when I knew I was going to be obsolete forever to her. No matter what I did, she was always going to use me and always going to go fuck another dude. And I was like, oh, she finally showed her final hand. You know? And as much as I told her that she was just being a user to me, she would deflect it, she would play games. Much times I would tell her that she was leading me on. She would like grab my ass, you let me grab her. She would tell me, oh, you do a lot of boyfriend shit. Oh, you look fine today. I even asked her what would she rate me. She was like, an 8 or an 8.5. I was like, the fuck? Like, how can I be this high of a rating to you and just not let me get no pussy? I'm like, what the fuck? So, shit, if I was 8.5, Haitian niggas tell I must be a 10. And I seen one of the Haitian niggas that was smashing up. Buddy looked like a lame, bro. Cause I remember one time I was coming over there and, but he wasn't more lame than me at that time, but I was coming over there and I think I was coming over there to eat. You feel me? Because that's when her homegirl was there with her relative and shit like that. And I was going to see if I could slide on the homegirl, but the homegirl was a user too. So, because I had then already kind of started giving up a little bit of hope in her. And, man, I had bought the Wingstop for everybody, you feel me? I ain't give a fuck who was there eat. You know what I'm saying? And Buddy was in the room with her. I guess he's trying to smash or he's in his feelings or some shit like that because she treated him like she didn't give a fuck about him neither. And, but he was actually getting the pussy. And when I showed up, Buddy looked like he saw a motherfucking ghost. Because she might have said something to the other people around him about me, but she never talked to this nigga about me because, you know, she was a bitch and a hoe. But, yeah, man. So, that hoe got a nigga, bro. And after that, I just hate that word, friend zone. I don't even want no more female friends around me, dog. Yeah, man. My bad. I just had to tell that story and get that shit out about that friend zone shit. This is why I personally can't stand that goddamn idea of that shit. And everybody that's putting these posts up, motherfucking suck a dick and die. Well, all you people that say about I married my best friend. Because no the fuck you didn't. You met this motherfucking dude in the trap, in the hood, or the studio, or the club. You wind up talking to him for a while. Y'all wind up smashing. And then all of a sudden, y'all got to know each other. And y'all got stuck with each other. All right? And now all of a sudden, he your best friend because he know more about you than them other niggas that was smashing you. Shut the fuck up. All right? Tired of that shit. Crash Culture Podcast Show. All right, we're back. You know, I know I was a little bit charged up on that last segment, but I went through some shit with this particular bitch.
Man,
you know,
trying to go, you was.
Yeah, with the friend zone and shit, you know. But that's just how I be feeling when you wasting time, when you waste a nigga time. Time is very valuable. That's a year I can't get back.
Hey, man, I totally agree with you.
I could have been serenading somebody else's daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Amen to that.
And getting something out of it, you know. My bad if I went too long on that part, but it was just a big ass story and a big ass bunch of bullshit. You spend a year doing some bullshit like that, you gonna have a story. But
all the guys that's out there that's been through this trouble and pain, man, hey, that one for y'all.
Yeah, that one's definitely for y'all. One was definitely for y'all and was definitely for me, because I had to say that shit. If you got something that you want to elaborate on and add, because I know you don't get played much by these hoes, Longway. You be more focused on the money. You focus on, you know, your career path. You ain't even worried about trying to have kids, you know, later on.
Right. But I must say, man, I felt your pain, and, you know, I had a recent one that put me in that friend zone as well. Something that I was looking forward to. I was willing to settle down and be content, as in being happy with the person, but not as far as like it would be a love thing. Like, I love the persona of her and who she was as a character, but overall, she was toxic to my body. She led me on, gave me the blues in the process of it, because she was wishy-washy, didn't know which side she wanted to pick. On top of that, she liked the girls as well, and that's my poison and my weakness, because a female that like dick as well, that's my kind of party and my cup of tea. Hey, that's my guilty pleasure, and I love to indulge in it.
Give me the tea, man. What's the story, man?
All right, the scoop is, man. The scoop is this what it is, man.
Where's she from? Where's she from, first of all?
She from Michigan, man. Detroit, Michigan.
It's so cold in the ding.
Man.
Go ahead.
She Sub-Zero, your boy. But, you know, make a long story short, when I got introduced to the chick, I thought she was solid, real core, casual chick, honest, straightforward, nothing to hide, just she seemed innocent. She played an innocent part, so you wouldn't see the deceit or the connivingness in this chick.
I know this bitch. Do I know this bitch?
You know this one. You know this one like the back of your hand. This two-time conniving little slut right here, man. Man, she played
the one with the glasses.
Yeah, she played the wool over your boy. What's up?
These bitches with these glasses, man. That other hoe had glasses for me, dog. I'm starting to think. You know what? Them glasses
I'm listening.
Trying to make them seem innocent. You know what they say? Don't punch a person in the face with glasses. But if you see a motherfucker, if they got glasses, punch them in the motherfucking face. They deserve it. God damn it.
Man.
They're losing their goddamn vision. They ain't teaching them a lesson.
Obviously not.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
But anyway, you know, she played the role of an innocent person. Not only that, you know, she came off as, you know, she ain't the type to be out there having her body used and abused by everybody that come along, you know. She don't string nobody along. So given the fact that her character seemed credible and she seemed like a decent chick and she didn't seem like the type to do some sneaky or conniving or just some despiteful, arrogant stuff to make a person want to choke the shit out of him. Your boy gave this person a chair because I was like, you know, I ain't getting no older. I mean, no younger. Excuse me, I ain't getting no younger. I'm getting older. So, you know, I got to think for the future, you know. Everybody wants somebody in life to settle down and just live with, you know. Even if they don't find happiness, they want something to be like, to be with, just enjoy life with. So I figured, you know, since everybody that is among my peers and my friends, they all got loved ones, they got a family and stuff. I'm the only one out of my group of friends or my peers besides yourself that got kids, they marry, and they pursuing life goals and enjoying the horizon with their companion. Or the bullshit that you gotta deal with your companion on a day-to-day basis. So I was like, you know, maybe I'm playing the childish game and I need to just grow the fuck up. Maybe I'm just too picky or whatnot. So I was like, I'm gonna give this one a shot. So as time go on, now I've been talking to her, like I put X amount of sauce. I think I put too much sauce in my sauce trying to talk to this girl. Now, granted, she one of them Detroit chicks that never been nowhere. On top of that, she got more baggage than baggage claim hold in they goddamn airport for carry-on and luggage. I was willing to accept all this bullshit just to settle down with somebody, to have somebody to be like, I'm enjoying life with this person. And they turned me down. All because they were confused, not knowing what the fuck they want in life. Like, they know what they want in life, but they want their cake to eat it too. They cake, they icing, they want all that shit. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, you say you want a man in one sentence, then the next minute, I like girls, I want to be with a girl. And the crazy thing is, we just cool, we vibing. And I'm like, okay, I understand where you come from. I ain't pressuring you. I just want somebody that I could gel with and just get to expand and learn life. And we both evolve our life and mature our life to a point where we both got an understanding, and it's just smooth sailing after that. So she seemed like she was cool with that and everything. And we was making moves where we all gonna meet up as a core, because we had some mutual friends and party where we gonna have one of our friends in the mutual friend zone. We were gonna meet up with that person because they was having a birthday coming up, so we wanted to surprise them, and everybody get to introduce themselves as a face-to-face type of thing, because we was all like buddy on this little video game that we play, and it's very famous. What's up?
On the internet. So you mean like on P4? You met this bitch on P4 or some shit?
I met the girl online playing a dumb game, PlayStation 4, Call of Duty.
Oh, you met the bitch playing Call of Duty?
Yeah, you know. Basically.
You know that shit from that right there, I could have told you right there that wasn't going to work out. And I think I did, as a matter of fact, tell you that shit wasn't going to work out. You did. But, you know, I'm stubborn. I got a hard head. At times, you know, your friend could tell you something that will be very, very vital and very helpful to you, but sometimes you gotta just know for yourself. And your friend might know the actual plot into this story, but sometimes, you know, it could be the other way around. Given the fact that if I had to listen, I would have saved myself a lot of time and energy wasted on this bimbo. But I didn't. I got a hard head. I think I know everything when it comes to my love life or somebody I want to be with. Yeah,
I spent the extra 8 months on getting to know somebody that, one, didn't work out like I wanted it to. Two, she was petrified in trying to get to meet somebody because she don't normally do that. You know how females be when they talk about, oh, I want to meet you, and then when it comes time to it, they got so many goddamn excuses of why they can't meet you or want to hold up their end of the bargain. So, you know, with that being said, I just look at it as a complete loss and complete failure. Luckily, I ain't spend no money into this because I was thinking about putting money involved in this. Luckily, you know, your boy woke up through a mutual friend, which will be yourself, and snapped me into reality from making a costly situation that wouldn't never have to be. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I told you, and I took one look at that bitch. I took one look, and I said, Longway, put that crack pipe down.
Now, you didn't say nothing about crack pipe. You just said, nah, she ain't the one. You could do way better for yourself. Let's be real. That's what the fuck you said.
Down. What the fuck are you looking at, dog?
It was the look, like I tell you, and I tell your audience, man, it wasn't the look. It was just an image and something I thought in my head that she really wasn't. I just fantasized of her could possibly be, and I let my mind fuck me up on that shit.
When I seen that bitch, all I seen was titties. That's it. That's all she had, titties. You know, she got a face like the motherfucking, you know, that Why So Serious Joker, Heath Ledger. It's like that motherfucker cut her lips. You know what I'm saying? Made her lips look like that. She got like octopus lips and shit. And it got this big ass mole. It's like a big ass, little, not even a big ass, but like a little piece of doodoo. Like, artist put a little piece of doodoo on her thing and set it on her face. You know?
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, and what you, and he's like,
it wasn't the look though.
These little grainy ass, dry ass dreads is over there. I was like, man, what is this nigga looking at? These big thick ass goggles. What are you looking at, my nigga? I'm like, I know you're a titty man, but damn, titty can't do that much for me. Not for my mind.
I feel you. But see, you know, like I said, it wasn't so much an image, cause image come and go. It fade easily with the wind.
I see. You know, on that P4, all you heard was her talk game and how she was talking to y'all nicely. You know? And a girl that's a gamer is a big plus a lot of the time. That's, you know.
Well, Mel, yes indeed.
Yeah, that's like a girl that watch sports for a dude. You know, like she's in the game, she's in the sport, she's in all the shit I'm on. Hey, shit, you already want to get married to already based off that. You know? Man,
and I think that's where she had me hook, line, and sinker right there.
Mm-hmm.
With just that right there.
Yeah, because a lot of females, they be acting like they too pretty, or they be acting like they too good to do stuff like that. Like they ain't never ever play a game before in their life. Like they don't know what a video game is. Like, bitch, we was all born and raised in like the 80s and the 90s, my nigga. You don't tell me you was one of them girls that was playing with My Little Pony when we was playing Mario Kart on Nintendo 64. Everybody know how to play goddamn Mario Kart.
Man.
Everybody, you know how to play Mario Kart. Like, you got to be like old. You feel me?
Big facts.
You know, there's a lot of females out there that act like that, be acting bougie. You know, they got the game, their game to them is IG and Facebook. That's their game. They love that.
Man, no, their game is how can I get this bag out of this nigga with doing the lease.
Yep.
If I could just show him a boob or show him that I'm in my panties and he just give me everything, hey, I'm winning.
Or shit, in my case, just look good and tell me stuff to make me feel good. You know?
Man, that's a classic right there. That's a classic.
Man, if we could get the females, shit, man, if that bitch ain't pump faking nigga today, we could have got the females take on their game plan and shit and how they do things, man. We would have the key. If they have
success.
They got some game, bro. Females got the biggest game of all, bro. And to be lying and misdirecting you like, no, they don't. Nah, not me. I don't play games. I be just wishing for a dude to stop playing. Y'all know y'all play games. As soon as you tell them about themselves, they flip that shit right back on you and act like it's all men that do this shit. And they be, damn well they be them. Cause everything.
And them the ones are the dangerous ones in this game, man. They be the dangerous ones. The one that always point the finger right back at you.
Lethal. Everything a man learn, he learn from a woman. They be lethal with that shit, bro. They be lethal with it more so than us, though. God damn. Boy, do they get a nigga, they catch a nigga slipping. What Blueface say? Mop the floor and hide the wet sign on your ass.
Faster to hurry on you.
They can catch my ass slipping, boy. They catch a nigga slipping real good. But I told you, man, I don't know if you gonna follow this same pattern, but I don't keep no home girls, like, unless it's my homeboy girlfriend or wifey and shit like that, where I know, like, already off top, like, you don't even look at your homeboy wifey like that. You don't pay him no.
Right.
You know, whether they with him or not with him, you know that that's his. He touched that. That's the end of that. That's dead alley. So that you can look at them as more like a part of the homies. You look at it as an extension of your homies. But, like, so far as keeping girls and be like, oh, can we be platonic friends? Hell to the fuck nah, man. Get the fuck out my face. You know how many of y'all use me with this same type of game? Trying to tell you. I had one that I was cool with 6 years. I miss her. God knows I miss that girl. Like, talking to her, hearing her voice, because she had a sweet voice. But at the same time, that bitch did that shit to me for a whole year. That other bitch, I had to take it out on her. I had to stop fucking with her. Yeah, I know it's wrong. I know people might be upset with me but shit. She was trying to play the same game too in lesser roles. So fuck. You know?
That's why I be tending to my money, and hey, if I see you and I can get it in with you, that's what it is from here on out. Fuck all that trying to be in love. Or,
you know what? All of these are learning experiences. All of these have taught us as men that as long as you focus on yourself and your ambition and your goals, once you try to balance that and trying to bring a woman into your life,
that shit don't work.
It don't work. It fucks you up. It don't work. It really fucks you up. And unless she know her role. See, a lot of these females don't know their role. A lot of them don't know. They're not comfortable in supportive roles of the men that they call themselves trying to be with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't know how to do that. A lot of them don't know how to just leave a nigga alone too and tell him, oh no, I'm not interested from the rip. A lot of them don't know how to do these things, and that's what causes these unfortunate situations like that, because motherfuckers don't know how to tell the truth from the jump and be bluntly honest and mean it. I'm not gonna die if you tell me, listen, you're not my type, I'm good, and you just walk away and mean it. I'm like, oh well, bitch, bye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree, but sometimes we take that and what they saying and we try to twist it in our head sometimes that ain't what they saying. They just want us to try harder sometimes. You know that.
Bro, listen. I tried once. If they didn't give it to me, if they didn't make it perfectly clear from the beginning, like, oh, they don't want nothing to do with me, they don't want to talk to me, none of that, I'll try another time, maybe later on. When I see they more so, they see how I am. Because I say to myself in my head, this is my confidence. Like, bitch, you don't like me, something wrong with you. So I might get my opportunity. I'll get my opportunity later on down the road. Like, okay, like, you sure? And they be like, yeah, nigga, I said what I said. I be like, all right.
See, when that happens, I hear you on that. I always gotta get some type of revenge. I'm a revenge ass nigga. You gonna do me like that? I gotta go fuck your homegirl now so she can brag to you all the shit I do.
Okay. Yeah, not me. I don't even be checking for them. They homegirl. I don't put that much effort or time into them after that. After that is over with, I'm glad I can go back to getting to, like, pretend like I never seen this person before. You know, I wish some people that I just never ever stop to talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I feel you. I definitely.
I'm pretty sure you feel like that about her too.
Man, a lot of us guys that's out here in the world feel like that. It ain't just us.
Yeah, and on future segments, I would like to talk about these things like this.
Hopefully,
have other guys come on or other females come on to get a take on it. So, yeah. You got any final closing thoughts before we wrap up the show? Because this has been a longer show than usual, but this topic was good,
Man, all I want to say is I appreciate you having me on here.
Yeah,
Thank you for this lovely moment. man, any time for a homie, man. And anybody that could get any advice out of this, I'm hopefully and be more than honored to help anybody that I could help out. If I couldn't, hey, I tried. And hey, appreciate it.
All right, well, this has been the Crash Culture podcast show, the podcast show. You can catch us on all of the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasting, Anchor, for example, and many other ones. I'm your host, Space Coast Joe, and this has been my guest host, Shawn Longway. And the word of the day is indubitably. Indubitably, you dumbass bitches better stop playing these games and find you a toy. My niggas.